Hi guys, this is Patricia from Ranee Cat Crochet, and this is going to be a crochet and chat. It was a beautiful day outside today. Well, it still is. I mean, it's fairly early. It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. A lot of fun could still be had outside with the sun, and I did take Kage out. Maybe I'll put a little picture up in the corner. But I mean, technically, I did a short a couple days ago of him being outside. It'd be the same picture. He's a black cat in a I don't know if you'd call that mint green or not, a harness. And so it would be the same picture because he was out on the porch. And we were only out there for like 5 minutes because there's either a neighbor moving in or somebody cleaning the house next door for somebody to move in. I'm not really sure. And he saw that person and just dashed right back in the house. He's like, nope, I'm done. So I had to take his harness back off. So he was technically only out for like 5 minutes. But my husband took me out to a place called Joella's Hot Chicken for lunch. And I got a cod, it was supposed to be a cod sandwich, but I just ordered it, just the fish. And I had their coleslaw, which was awesome. It wasn't like normal coleslaw. It didn't have like a white sauce with it. It had more of a vinegar sauce, but it wasn't like strong. It just had the flavor of vinegar, and it was really good. And a lot lighter than normal coleslaw, which is good. And we had their banana pudding, awesome, the best banana pudding I have ever tasted. And we even liked the tea because I'm kind of picky about my tea. I don't have sugar in my tea, and also it's got to be fresh. I can tell when a tea has just turned. I mean, just turned. Other people are like, it's still good, but me, I'm like, can't do it. So their tea was really, really good, and it was just a nice time. I very, very much enjoyed it. I am working, in case you're wondering, I am working on the baby blanket for my grandbaby, and it's a pattern by Hooked by Robin, and it's getting close to being done. It's not there yet. I'm on the third ball of yarn. And I'm using the Yarn Bee. I don't have the label with me right now, or I'd read it to you. But if you look back a couple videos ago, I explain all the deets on the yarn and all that stuff. But I'm trying to get this blanket done so I can move on to more baby things. I have baby sweaters planned, a baby beanie, and also a baby bonnet, but not a baby bonnet if it's going to be a little boy, because I feel like the baby bonnet pattern is fairly girly, and I know people do put bonnets on boys, but I don't think my son would appreciate it. So I would only make a bonnet if it turns out to be a girl. And I know I told you we were going to learn the sex of the baby, but I thought she was further along than what she was. She's only 13 weeks, and it didn't show up in the ultrasound. So we still have to wait to find out. But once I find out whether it's a boy or a girl, I'm going back to the hospital and buying some more UK and IU basketball baby outfits, merchandise, because it's 50% off, and it's going to be for a while. I don't know if they're trying to move everything or what, but we are definitely going to get some more of that. And also I want to make some baby sweaters, and if it's a girl, a baby dress. I've seen so many cute baby dress outfits and stuff. So I would love to make a dress. I've never made anything for a girl. Well, I mean, I have, but not like clothing. I've made blankets. and I just, you know, had the one boy, so I never got a chance to make a lot of girly things, just put it that way. But anyway, so I made this blanket yellow because it's a neutral, you know, either or color, which they all are, but you know, by traditional standards, it's an either or color. And I got some things from Lion Brand, and I should have got those out to show you. I got well, if you just think of the buttermints, that the cocktail mints or whatever that come in the bowl and they're soft, people call them buttermints around here. But they make them with cream cheese and stuff. But anyway, you can buy them already made. And the yellow, like a buttermint yellow, close to this color, and a buttermint green, like a kind of like not quite teal, just a soft green. Anyway, so I got those two colors because it called for two colors, and I thought, well, these remind me of buttermint, so I'm going to make a buttermint looking blanket, and it's going to be knit. Okay, so I bought it from Lion Brand. It was supposed to be a kit, and you could pick your colors, and you got the pattern, which I did. I got the digital pattern, and you'd get the yarn, and it was supposed to all be a kit, right? Well, when I ordered it, it didn't order like a kit. There wasn't like a bag that come with it or anything, you know, with all the yarns in the bag like a kit does, you know. It ordered separately like yarn, even though they advertised it as a kit. And so they didn't have, because there was actually three separate colors. There was the accent color and then the two main colors, and they didn't have the accent color, and so they just canceled that part. Still mailed me the rest. It was supposed to be a kit, you know, supposed to come all together. So if you don't have the stuff for a kit, why do you sell it? Why do you sell your yarn separately? You could just say, we don't have this in kit amount. Would you like to buy it separately? They didn't do that. They just canceled the accent color, and so now I have, you know, two sets of yarn, no accent color, that I'll have to go out of my way to find, you know, either get another accent color, but I'm still going to have to order it from Lion Brand because it's that feels like butter yarn that has a certain texture, and you can't just get that anywhere else. So it really made me upset. I don't know if I'm going to order any more yarn from them to make the blanket. I might just use those colors to make baby sweaters and baby hats and stuff, and just forget about, I mean, I'm still going to make the knit blanket, but I might just use that pattern and use somebody else's yarn, which is kind of sad because I would think it would be customer service to you know, try and do the right thing by your customers, but you know, if that's the way that they're going to look at it, you know, it just, I think you can tell it really upset me. But anyway, it's not the end of the world. I'll just do something else with it, and probably will not buy a kit from Lion Brand ever again. I do a lot of my shopping from Premier anyway. I used to do heavily Lion Brand, but I really like Premier yarns, especially the anti-peeling yarn, and they tend to have some good sales on occasion. So if I'm going to order from a company and not like get it on Amazon or something, I'll order from Premier. But anyway, I got off on a dark subject on that. I had such a good day today and was so excited when I came in to talk to you, and I had to go and talk about Lion Brand. But anyway, so there was a live sale on Crystal the Yarny Chicken and Crazy Cat Lady's channel, and she had this beautiful green, and it was tonal. It has different tones of green in it, and it's the fiber is called Calm, and just beautiful. I forget what the actual uh, the wool content and all that. I'll have to read it again when it gets here. It's supposed to be here today. I'm so excited. It's just beautiful green. I want to make a Sophie scarf out of it, knit a Sophie scarf. Because Sophie scarves are thin and don't take a ton of yarn, because I just got 2 hanks. And they're not the huge 3.5 ounce hanks. They're smaller. So I don't know if I'll have enough in that colorway or not. I'm going to have to look up the ounces and find out how many ounces it takes to make the Sophie scarf. But I wanted to knit something from a pattern because I've never done that before. Knit from a pattern. But I hope I have enough to do that, because I think it would be a beautiful little accent scarf. And my grandmother used to wear scarves all the time. As a matter of fact, I've got a couple of hers after she passed, and I kind of wore them at first just as a remembrance to her, but then I got used to them and I kind of like them. So I thought I could make me a Sophie scarf out of that beautiful crystal yarn. And it was all kinds of fun. I love going to her lives. They're so fun. If you guys don't know her, go on over to her channel and check her out. You won't be sorry. It's funny because her people are called her Yarny Cats. The Yarny Cat Club. Did I get something on my shirt? No, I didn't. The Yarny Cat Club, and of course my handle is Yarny Cat. And her grandmother is named Patricia, and my name's Patricia. So that was a lot of fun going to her live. And I do that once a week, once or twice a week. I think she has like 2. Lots of fun. But anyway, so we went out in the bright sunshine. It is so bright. You can't hardly tell it from the window because it makes it blur over there. But it's a bright blue sky, so pretty. And I'd be out in it if Kage would have stayed out longer. But, and I could go back out by myself, but I really don't want to take this baby blanket yarn outside on the porch. I don't want to accidentally drop anything and, get it dirty since it's a baby blanket. And I really have to work on it and get it done, which is why I got on here to talk with you guys. I've already got one on the spring crochet along. I already got one picture. Somebody finished their eggs already. Amie from Hooked on Wishing. She did her 3 little eggs, so I've already got one entry. So far, she's winning the giveaway. If y'all want to join in, go back to my Spring Cal 2026 video. Me and a ton of other creators are joining in. But on my particular video, I have a giveaway for some Hank yarn. And so far, there's only been one participant sent in their picture. So, which, I mean, that was fairly quick. I'm going to tell you, I just made the video. So, there's plenty of time. It's until April, the end of April. I believe, did I say the end of April? I may have said something different in the description, but I'll make sure. It's till the end of April. But yeah, so far Amy's winning. I think one other person said that they were going to do it. So, but anyway, and if you guys don't mind me sharing, make sure you, when you send in your picture of your eggs, to put in your note whether or not I can show your mix, which I'm pretty sure Amie won't mind me showing her her mix. she made a beautiful picture, kind of staged the photo, and it looks really nice. So I'm gonna add that to anybody else who sends them, and make a little slideshow when I get enough of them to show. If I don't get enough of them to show, I'll just show them during my videos, like up in the, you know, atmosphere here. You know, I'm really excited about all that. And then I've got to make my mix so I can win the patch, because there's a patch to be won. If you go on over to Ranee's channel, I'll link her description in the description. I'll link her channel in the description box, and you can see the patch that she's gonna give to everybody. You want to be right down in the middle of it, don't you, Bubba? Hold on, let Mommy move. Lay down. Oh, you guys, I'm going to have to stop crocheting because I can't get cat fur on the brand new baby blanket. We don't know whether the baby will be allergic to cats or not. So, sorry that it got cut short. You can blame Kage. But we'll do a little bit of talking before I get off here. Finish my thoughts. He just, whenever I crochet, he just got to get down underneath it all. And it'd be okay if I was making it for me, but you know, you can't be doing baby things. You know, you never know if a baby's going to be allergic or not. Sorry, I'm not pinching myself. I was trying to fix my shirt. So I got the spring cleaning done, and my craft room isn't like perfect. Like, I still need to arrange the yarn and stuff, but I'm going to be going in there to be filming a lot more. We did get me a iced coffee on the way home from McDonald's. But while I was out, I got a matcha from Starbucks. Starbucks isn't my go-to place, but we were close to Starbucks, so I just got one from there. They make matcha about the same. My favorite place to go, it's a funny name. It's called Heine Brothers, but it's spelled like Heine, Heine. And they're a local to Louisville and to southern Indiana, which I live in southern Indiana. And I just love that coffee place. I love it so much. So that's where I go all the time, and I rack up points and I get free things, you know. But we were close to Starbucks today, so I did Starbucks. Usually I like to support local small businesses, not big box, you know, places. But anyway, so yeah, he stopped and got me a matcha latte. He took me to Hobby Lobby. I bought no yarn. I was so good, although there is yarn coming today. And then we went to Five Below, and they had new Stitch kits of Stitch, you know, from the movie Stitch, not Stitch as in sewing. And one, he's holding a guitar, and then in one, he's holding a coffee cup. I didn't buy those either. I was so good. And we went to a couple Goodwills because my husband likes to look at Goodwills. And I did take the blanket in the car, but then I decided probably not a good place to crochet in the car either. I'm trying to keep the blanket clean. So I only stitched a little bit in there, and I thought, no, I'm not going to be bringing this in the car anymore. I'll bring things that are less dangerous, like, you know, my cotton yarn. I'm currently, with the dishcloth yarn, I'm currently holding two together to make an Easter basket for the eggs that I made, you know. And he's getting all comfy. And this mommy's arm in the way. You can't put your foot down. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, making the Easter basket, holding the two cotton yarn, which makes the material stiffer to be able to hold up as a basket. And let's see, what else? Well, anyway, then my dad's horse got out, and my husband had to go help my dad repair the fence. So um, my dad lives a little bit further out of town, and he has a horse. And so, but I did get out and enjoy the beautiful sunshine, bright blue skies, and just had a wonderful day. I'm a little tired. That's why my eyes are kind of sleepy, because I all week to prepare for the inspection. You know, once a year we have an inspection from the landlord, and sign the new lease and everything. And so I worked really hard to make it, and it had been piling up because I've been sick and not had a lot of energy because of all my blood levels are low. Um, they're going to work on it, but it's not cancer. Thank God. I might have to get some infusions. I don't know, but we'll just see. But anyway, so it was hard. Every day I had in my mind, I'm going to do this today and we're going to get that done. And I'm going to do this in this room the next day and we're going to get that done. And I did, and I am exhausted, so exhausted. But today I had a little burst of energy because it was done. We were over. I can start filming in my craft room again because it's pretty clean. It wasn't dirty. It just had a bunch of stuff from when last year they did the floors in the kitchen and the living room, and we had to put all of our stuff in that extra bedroom. It used to be my son's room, and so I turned it into a craft room, and I hadn't been in my craft room for a whole year. Well, you guys know because you've been watching me do videos out here in the living room. And I'm fixing to get off here, don't worry. I'm sure everybody's clicked out already. But if you hadn't, put a little thumbs up. You are a rock star. But anyway, so I hadn't been in there. So I'm very excited about getting back in there, even though I've made 2 videos now, not in there. And I could be in there. I was already out here. I was tired. We came home and I'd just come in the house, and I thought I'm going to sit and crochet until Kage stopped me. You guys are witnesses. He's just like, nope, and he wants to crawl right underneath it, and I just can't let him get the baby blanket because, it's for the baby. But I've got so many ideas, and I've got my will for wanting to crochet back, and I'm very, very excited. In case you can't tell, I was online today talking to Missi and Ranee about sock yarn, because I want to make a pair of socks for the SYSS Silly Yarny Sisters Socktacular Saturday. Silly Yarny Sisters SYSSS. But anyway, so we were talking about yarns, and Premier, speaking of Premier, has brought out the vegetable colors of the yarns. They have the fruits. Well, now they have the vegetable colors. And you know what? I'll put you a picture up of the vegetable colors. They're amazing, and I will be buying them all. Just not now, because I put a moratorium on buying for a while, because I gave away 3 50-gallon bags of yarn because I had so much yarn, and it was ridiculous, you all. There is no reason. I mean, it's good to have, your yarn wall, and, you got plenty of stuff to pick from, but I was just buying, and I still have too much. But I was just buying for the fun of buying it, and it was just getting ridiculous, and I'm like, I can't enjoy it anymore. So it gave me joy, and I bagged it up, and I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall when that got put out at the Goodwill, because I donated it to the Goodwill. I would have loved to seen the joy on people's faces when they come across it, because it was all brand new. I put all my stuff into bags. Nothing gets on it. And they were nice yarns. I didn't give away any of my specialty yarns. None of the yarns that my mom bought me. I hope she watches this so she knows I did not. I kept all those blanket yarns. The square, not blanket, but it's gonna make a blanket. The granny square yarns, with the flowers and the granny square. I kept all that. A lot of my Karen cakes. All the good stuff I kept. I mean, the other stuff was really good too. It was good yarn, but I just wasn't going to use that yarn, so I thought I'll pass it on, and I would have loved to seen the joy on somebody's face when they found it, but sometimes you gotta give stuff unselfishly and just be happy that you gave it, and I'm sure some crafter who didn't have a lot of money that came across that, I would just love to see that, It gave me a lot of joy when I bought it, and now it's going to give somebody else a lot of joy, so I just am over the moon about it. I guess technically I'm bragging in here. I didn't mean to be that way. I just wanted to share how excited I was about it, But anyway, and I found a lot of things that I can now use again because I forgot that I had them. I'm giving away some of the hanks in the giveaway for the spring thing, and I'm probably going to throw some more stuff in there. My mom's texting me right now. She might call me in a second, so I was getting off here anyway. So, I found my a lot of kits that I forgot that I bought. There's a lot of woobles. I have so many. I don't need to buy any more. I don't need to buy any crafts. I'm good on crafts. I just need to start doing them. Like going outside and painting my kage. I have a not ceramic. What do they call those? They're like chalk figures. But anyway, I got a kage, a black kitty to paint. Although they didn't send black colors, so I'm gonna have to get black. But I got him. I've got a nativity, little people nativity in the chalk figures to paint. I have a sea turtle diamond painting that Sam got me hooked on. She didn't buy me that, but I bought it because of her. It's her fault. Sam from Memphis Makes. Please go check out her channel. And anyway, needless to say, I found so many things to do, and I want to take them outside and start doing them. As soon as I find an eco-friendly, not going to kill me bug spray, because the mosquitoes, I have this kind of a allergic reaction to them. Not like it's going to take my breath away or anything like that, but it's amazingly awful, and and I don't want to go through it again. So I'm going to get me some kind of bug spray that don't hurt the environment or me, but also keeps the environment off of me. I know that sounds awful, right? But gosh, it's just so beautiful today. I'm just having a lovely day. So let me see. Yeah, more texts. Not my mom, different people. So that's about it. I'm going to let you guys go. It's 30 minutes of basically me talking. I hope you guys didn't get bored. Thank you to all the new people. I should have said that in the beginning. I've got so many new subscribers. I'm up to 902 subscribers, which my goal is to get 1,000. Not to get monetized, because I know you don't make a lot of money at first anyway. But it was just a goal that I set. And plus you have to get so many watch hours. It's almost too much unless you do lives all the time, which I don't do. So, that probably will never happen. But just to reach that goal is special to me. I've been working at it for about 3 years, so um, it's awesome. Some people get them all at once. Some people it takes them a while to get them. You know, it's not really a race. It's just a personal goal. You know. Well, I hope you guys are being little joy bombs in your corner of the world today, sharing your craft, sharing your passion, sharing your joy, getting out in the beautiful sunshine if you have access to some beautiful sunshine today, getting some fresh air, being a little bit more healthy. I'm hoping. I don't necessarily want to get color because of, you know, I don't want to get skin cancer or anything like that, but I would like to get a little rosy in my cheeks. I'm kind of pale. And while you're out and about running your errands, if you come across someone, make sure to give them your best smile, because you don't know what that person's been through. And your smile might be just what they need to turn their day around. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.